This guy's voice is effing annoying, and thanks dude, I'm sure yours is too. Damn, we can never pronounce his name like how he did, and if that's your real face on the avatar, then we could probably arrange something. The F you're looking at, keep scrolling down, and yeah, that's right, it's that time of the week. I am Jaime Rivera, this is Pocket Now, and this is our Pocketnow Daily Recap for last week. So on Monday I asked you, what do you think about the Samsung Galaxy Alpha and the leaks, as the phone was not announced yet, and we had the first photos, and we had 504 comments, out of which Robert Banu says, why does everyone hate plastic? Plastic is light, durable, and easy to manufacture, and you have an interesting point there. If it's matte polycarbonate, it even is more resilient than aluminum in most cases, so yeah, plastic is not really a bad option. The problem is Samsung phones all look the same. And Sergio Man says, yes, it looks exactly like every effing Galaxy phone. Samsung needs a redesign, and yeah, that's the point that I was trying to make. Then Whale says, we want more battery, not a metal band on an S5 that will look ugly. Sorry Samsung, but you're taking things the wrong way, and Samsung does need a new design, and I guess we're all agreeing on the same topic. Metal is great, it's a great material, and it looks quite elegant. It's not as resilient as some others, but yeah, it is good. Now, I won't agree with things like battery life, as the Galaxy Note lineup is great on that. Then on Tuesday I asked you, why do you think Google Play phones keep disappearing? As the news were the Galaxy S4 is no longer available, there is no Galaxy S5 Google Play Edition, and we're left with just 2 phones out of so many. We have 354 comments, out of which Doro Paris says, I think it was a total fail, but the way Google was doing it seemed like if they weren't trying. So I'm waiting for whatever is happening with Silver, and you have a very interesting point there. We don't really believe that Google was trying hard with Google Play Edition phones. Indeed, I mean, they just launched them out there. They set the prices that they wanted, but they weren't really trying as hard as they did with Nexus phones, so I think they were DOA. And the guy with the oddest username ever says, I think Google is preparing for something big, them dumping those barges. And now with Google Play Edition phones disappearing, something is coming in soon, and we are hoping for that to be the case. And given the fact that we are reaching the fall, this is the perfect time for them to launch something, so let's wait and see what we get. And Johnny Testing 94 says, Google Play Edition phones are just more expensive. You can just install Google Play Edition ROM on your Galaxy S4, for example, without buying a Google Play Edition phone, and that is right. That is probably the biggest reason why this never took off. Then on Wednesday I asked you if you think Microsoft should continue with the Surface lineup, as the news were the company's lost $2 billion ever since the launch of the first Surface, and we have 591 comments, out of which Crazy6256 says, Surface Pro 3 needs to be priced between $700 and $800. It will sell like hotcakes and destroy competition, and out of the 591 comments, I think 90% of the commenters said the same thing, that they felt that the Surface lineup was too expensive, which is interesting because here at Pocket Now we thought the other way around, given the fact that the iPad lineup is so expensive if you want more storage. So do you really think that the Surface lineup is too expensive? I think the Surface Pro 3 is very aggressively priced, but then they're forcing you to buy the more expensive models first, so I do agree in certain aspects, but you can't really compare an iPad with a Surface Pro 3. Then Kirk Fernandez says, damn right they should continue, especially after all the money they spend on it. All the Surface Pro lineup needs is a solid keyboard dock, and this is a very interesting point here. Not everybody likes these touch covers, and I don't understand why Microsoft is holding back on bringing more accessories as other OEMs are not doing so. Then Ressa says, I will be buying a Surface Pro 3 in 2 weeks. It's the best PC out there right now, and it actually is one of the best PCs out there. I have to agree with that. Then on Thursday I asked you if you think wraparound displays are a smart idea, as Samsung is rumored to be manufacturing these for the Galaxy Note 4 for reasons we still don't understand. And we have 519 comments, out of which Jay Acost 6 says, curved displays are dumb, period. Keep phones flat. Curves only make sense on TV, and even on TV, it depends on the curves. I kind of agree with that. Then Jared Davidson says, definitely a gimmick. It adds very little extra functionality of the product if it's just another piece of glass to break, and well, the LG G Flex was not breakable. It could be that this flexible wraparound display has a purpose. Let's see what it is. Then Commentator says, I think the wraparound displays is going to be like HD displays or phablets. At first they really seemed weird, and many people say nobody needs that, but a year later nobody wants to buy a phone without these features. Great point. Until we see these products in the market, it's really hard for you to judge them, and I think that this is a great comment. Let's see what we get. And finally, on Friday, I asked you, hardware buttons or physical? What do you think about Microsoft's plan? As we saw this video of Microsoft research showing us some haptic feedback being built into the display in order to give you texture-centric sensation. And I know this is hard to understand, but anyways, we have 341 comments, out of which Diego Almeida says, "Oh, Microsoft." In third place in mobile OS run and already getting new ways to drain our batteries even faster. What can we do? And yeah, probably this will be an issue. This is just a prototype. They're giving it a try, and it'll take some time for this to marinate, so let's see where it leads. Then Mr. Chaotix03 says, if Microsoft wants to get into the gimmick game, Samsung will beat them. Microsoft should try to beat competitors in fundamentals like battery life, reliability, build quality, and ease of use, all things which we actually find are best handled by Microsoft lately. Nokia phones have the best build quality, they have great reliability, they have great battery life, and well, they also have great ease of use. That's one of the things that we like the most about Windows phones, so it's kind of an ironic comment, but yeah, I do understand your point. The gimmicks game is not really the good thing to do. And then Sky High says, well, no need for capacitive buttons, but capacitive touchscreen would be amazing if it worked right. And that is the point to everything. If whatever works right, it will make sense. So let's see what Microsoft brings to the table, as apparently we will have a prototype by next year. That's it for our Pocketnow Daily Recap. Thank you very much for watching. A couple of tips if you want your comments to be featured. Number 1, keep them short. Number 2, stick to the point. And number 3, try to get some thumbs up. It helps us spot them a lot easier. You can also follow us on social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. You can follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I am Jaime Rivera. Thank you very much for watching. We will see you next week.